Hi everyone, I'm Jay. Today I'm excited to show you my website that I've developed for VisionSpace on the product Pianista. Pianista is an API that generates plan in multiple formats, from plain text into Gantt charts and flow diagrams. They're all tailored to your needs. This makes process visualization simple, clear, and highly customizable. Let's take a look at how it works. So, to use the service, you first have to obtain the API key from here. This will link you directly to the VisionSpace website where you then have to sign up and obtain your API token. For this video purpose, I've already saved the API key and then I can use it to enter to use the service. So from the prompt, we can then enter our idea. So for example, we have this block wall example to move two blocks from table A to table B, and then I'll use the planner fast downward, for example. You can choose any planner that's available currently, and I'll submit it. What this is then doing in the backend is that first it converts, or rather, it uses the text to generate the domain and the problem of this scenario. And then they are first then validated if they are domain and problem correctly, and then validated against each other to see if they match. Then next, using the planner that we have, to then use to solve for the plan. So once the plan is being produced, the plan is then validated against the domain and the problem. Once that is ready, the plan is then converted into a code that is then readable and then being produced as a Gantt chart. So in this case, we can see it and then we can click on it to view it. These text bubbles are produced when the certain step of process has been completed to give you an idea of what has been done correctly. Next, to use the website for other purposes, you can then click on the sidebar or we can click on the other functionality like converting everything to dark mode or turn on the developer mode. So once you open up the sidebar, um, this then on the side is no longer icons, but rather a toggle button, which then helps you to understand what the modes are. So once we turn on developer mode, there's a lot more functions that we can use. So with each, we can then go to each side and then put in our string, and then we can use it to solve for certain problems or to make sure that the code, or rather the input is valid, and then we are able to get a solution before being able to commit to the client interface, which we then see, which is this main page. Apart from that, you can also toggle down from the drop-down to lead you directly to the respective dashboard, for example. For example, with this mermaid render, that you can then copy a code and then just directly produce the corresponding Gantt diagram, which is pretty useful. And with that, that's the end of my video presentation. Thank you so much for hearing.